Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christy. This is Christy's Corner where we do all things Disney, Harry Potter, makeup, DIYs, etc. Tonight is a makeup, well, I say tonight, it is in the evening while I'm recording this, but today is a makeup DIY. If you are not new here, you know that I typically do a live stream on Thursday nights where I do magical makeup, and if I have a collab coming up that relates to my magical makeup, I record myself while doing my magical makeup stream, and then I voice over the process. So that's what this is. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, so we are doing a breast cancer themed makeup live on Thursday night, and I'll be recording it. I've already got my hair up in a ponytail and ready to go. My eyelashes removed. I just gotta remove my makeup to begin, and I do have a bump right here, so please just disregard that. I'll be covering that up with some makeup as well. So without further ado, let's get started.
So the makeup remover I used was actually Lancome brand. I normally use Kroger brand, but I actually ran out of that makeup remover, so I just used some travel size Lancome liquid makeup remover that I had on hand until I can replace my makeup remover. Not that I don't like Lancome, it's perfectly fine, but I just really like the Kroger brand for whatever reason better. So I started off, of course, by prepping my eyelids by using my Shape Tape Fair Beige B12, which is lighter than my skin tone. I use it as a eye primer as well as a contour stick for highlighting. And then I just put tape on the edges of my eyes, which is what I always do when I want a straight line. I always, that's how I cheat my line instead of having to cover up with a bunch of foundation. I just put tape on my face. And so for this look, I did pinks, and I started with my Coca-Cola palette by Morphe, which I thought would be scented and is not, but I do really like the Coca-Cola colors. I'm actually wearing that today, the day I am voicing over, which is October 25th, literally 2 days from when this video has to be posted. So last minute editing, apparently. The next palette I used was my VC, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's the pink palette from the Alice in Wonderland collection. There's 3 of them. I have all 3. I also used my Morphe, I can't remember the name of the palette. It's the round one. It's one of my favorites during this process. And if you can see what I'm pointing out throughout the video, those are the colors that I used from these palettes. I know it gets a little difficult, and also just, I can't remember the names of the colors, and the screen's really too small for me to actually look at the screen. But I just used a couple of shades from each palette. The shimmers came mostly from the VC palette just because I really like the shimmers in that one. Once my base shadow was done, which I went from light to dark, which is what I normally do just to kind of give it some dimension, and then the dark on the outer corner of my eyes. Once that was done, I went back in with my Shape Tape and drew a line with my brush at the base of my eyelid, like right where my eyelid, meets the other eyelid, and went over as far as I wanted the highlights to go, or the lighter shades. This is what I call a cut crease for hooded eyes. So once I had that little bit there, I opened my eyes, moved my eyes around, and it kind of creates a line up above my eyelid of where my eyelid touches the top of my eyelid, and then I color that in all with the Shape Tape. Like I said, this is what I call a cut crease for hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes. So it kind of creates a fake crease higher than your actual crease to make your eyes appear bigger, and for the shadow to appear better on your face, if that makes sense. Man, I explained this so not so great, I guess. I don't know. So once I fill that in, I take the lightest color I'm going to use on that area and pat it in to that entire area that I just cut creased. I then take a small kind of like a small thin brush, and I take not the lightest color I used, but close to the lightest color I used in the whole eyelid, and kind of just go trace it just over that line to give it a more smooth line at the top of my cut crease. And then I kind of just blend that in with the brush. Now to do the transition so the cut crease doesn't look so harsh, I literally go from my darkest shimmer that I'm going to use on the outsides of my eye and into the lighter shades. So the whole time I'm just kind of going lighter for each of the shimmer shades that I use. I really like to do kind of like an ombre look on my eyelid, which is what I usually do, like an ombre look where that cut crease is. And that's what I call it. It may be called something else. I'm not a professional, but I call it ombre because that's what it looks like to me. It goes from light to dark. So once I finish that, I always highlight my brows or highlight my eyelids just below my brows to kind of give it some highlight right there with, I use like a matte color first, and then I take a tiny bit of shimmer. I also highlight the corners of my eyes with like a white eyeliner, and then I use the Fake Awake. I think that's by It Cosmetics, Too Faced, Tarte. It's by Tarte. Let me just name them all off. And I use that on my under eyelid piece, just to make my eyes open more, like look brighter. I don't want them all dark, especially since I'm in my 30s. I then also take my pinky usually and go to the lightest shimmer that I used and dab it in the corner of my eyes by my nose to kind of just brighten that up some more as well. And then on this instance, I actually took some shimmer liner that I have. I can't remember the brand name, but there's a link tree in my description, and most of the products I use here you can find in my link tree and you can purchase through there. Just remember, anything you purchase through my link tree links, they're my affiliate links. I get commission on them. I have to disclose that every time I even mention my affiliate links. So I used this glitter liner and did it up above, like right there, right where the line is of the cut crease that I created. I don't do this all the time, but sometimes I just really like to do it. And it's kind of like a rose gold color, maybe more pinkish than that. And then I apply my eyeliner. The eyeliner I use is Better Than Sex by Too Faced. It's one of my favorite eyeliners. It's a liquid eyeliner. I have like 3 different ones. No, they're all the same. I have 3 of them. They're all the same, exactly the same. Why I have 3, I have no idea. And I just kind of line my eyelid, and then I go up and kind of make like a little point, all with the tape on. So if I go over the tape, it doesn't matter. And I just draw the eyeliner as far up as I want or as low down as I want. It just really depends on how of a dramatic look I'm going for. I tend to like very winged eyeshadow and eyeliner, so I typically go further up. The only time I prefer more natural is like if I'm going somewhere that I'm going to be outside for a while and it would look weird to be all glammed up, if that makes sense. And then, of course, I apply mascara. I usually use Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. Oh, I forgot. I also used the palette, the shell palette from Tarte. It's like this really cute seashell palette. It's really cute. I used that too, which you probably saw, and I just forgot to say it. What did I say? Oh, mascara. And then I used the Better Than Sex mascara. I really like that. And then I also used Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. And then I used like a little tool that kind of gets the chunkiness of the mascara out. And then I applied some fake lashes. I believed I used the Adrel or Kiss, one of those two. It's magnetic lashes. The magnetic mascara, or not mascara, eyeliner, you apply it the same way as you apply any kind of liquid eyeliner. And then the eyelashes just kind of go right on top of that. They usually are pretty flawless. You're supposed to be able to get 50 wears out of them, but I've never gotten that many. Maybe 15 to 30 at the most out of any eyelashes. But I mean, I don't really, like anytime I try to clean them, I think I'm a little too rough on them. It's why I don't get 50 wears out of them. Oh, as far as this live stream went, I didn't actually say what I was using in the live stream itself because we had a guest on. We had Surfer Girl on. She's a breast cancer survivor. So if you are interested in hearing her story, please go check out the live stream. Her story is very touching, and we really enjoyed having her on and telling her story. It was a little bit different than our normal live stream just because we weren't going over the makeup, and actually just had her on and telling her story. So she talked most of the night about her story and answered some questions from the people in the chat. It was a really good time. Carrying on, the makeup in general. Yeah, so I did the lashes, and then I just kind of touched up my makeup from earlier in the day because like I usually already have my base on and all that stuff. It just saves time on the stream. The stream will end up being almost 2 hours if I don't just only remove the eye makeup. If I remove it all, it takes way longer, and I do really try to stick to the hour to respect everybody that comes on the show, everybody in the chat, and my own family, to make sure that we're not just taking up way too much time on these actual live streams. But that's really all I did. The finishing product is super, super simple. It's more of a regular day makeup that I would wear than, the glam makeup that you've been seeing in the past where I paint on my face. I will say I did take a gel eyeliner from ColourPop, a pink one, and draw a little breast cancer awareness ribbon on my face, but it's super little, super simple. So again, this is more of what I would wear regularly when I'm going out and things, rather than the glam makeup I do every Thursday night that's so dramatic and painting on my face and stuff like that. This is definitely something I'd wear out on a non-costume day. The rest of the time it's usually costume. I would be dressed up in a costume or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this process. Let me know if you use any of these products. Let me know if you use any of my discount codes or affiliate links down in my link tree. Again, most of the products here that I have mentioned are in my link tree.
Alright guys, so this is my look. What do you think? I did really simplistic look and just went with pink eyeshadow and lipstick, and then just drew a small little ribbon right there to support breast cancer awareness. I did decide to do a more natural look this time rather than painting my face, because I know a lot of you guys like to know the tips for my regular makeup rather than my crazy makeup. So that's what I did in this video. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a good one. Bye now.